just for your interest, there is nothing called witch hunt in this whole thing. Nyakango comes from my neighboring county, but in Nyamira, and I come from Kisii. And I'm on record in the floor of the House having said that it's important for people who go for independent offices get to know their code of conduct and read it and understand it. One cannot use coercion as an excuse to hide, their faces. And at no given time did the control of budget raise that issue until it came in the budget making process and the audit and in the National Assembly. Had she talked about it immediately, even after elections, and raised it without casting aspersions and blame games and stuff like that, and finding some scapegoats, then I think we would have looked at her differently. It's at this point that Kenyans must know that let each person learn to carry their own cross, and we are going to start a process of removing Nyakango from office through legal means and legal channels, and that is the National Assembly. We've got to have people who are straight to run offices. I mean, really, 16 billion is not 2 shillings. Right now...
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I want us to react towards the issue that now Kenya Kwanza, they're now coming out to bring it on board when it comes to the impeachment of the budget controller, Margaret Nyakango, and also the impeachment of the Auditor General. They are going after these two women. And the reason behind this is because they believe that these individuals are exposing them day in, day out because of the weaknesses and the problem they are having as a government. Just the other day, the budget controller came out exposing the government of Kenya Kwanza government. It is just about 6 months ago, after William Ruto took over as the President of the Republic of Kenya. And Margaret Nyakango came out saying that you could find that when you look at the government having officials traveling from Kenya to other countries, they are spending more money towards this traveling, as more officials are having this behavior of traveling outside the country day in, day out. Number two, Margaret Nyakango is coming out to say that certain projects are just like it is in the name of the mouth of this politician from Kenya Kwanza government, but there's nothing like project these people are having. In other words, I can describe it like ghost projects. And also at the same time, Nyakango came out exposing this government about the ghost workers that are in this government. When you look at the list she's having, people are being paid salary, but they are not working. At the same time, some people, their salaries are being tripled or doubled. Because, for example, you can find someone is earning 200,000 Kenyan shillings. You find that she's or he is earning 600,000 Kenyan shillings. Then this 400,000 Kenyan shillings is going to specific individuals and pocketing this money. Watch whatever Nyakango say.
Seen a lot of foreign travel, which is wasteful. MCAs who go in large groups to foreign countries, there is totally no accountability. They do not produce any reports on what they have learned from where they went and such like things. We have seen distortion of car reimbursement. You find somebody bringing a 13-year-old car and saying they paid 4 million shillings. So generally, looking at the way the requisitions are made, you can see a deliberate effort to defraud public funds. I have seen ghost projects and ghost payees as I carry out this particular mandate. So what have we done about it? Because as an office, with the few staff that I have, we have to do something at least to mitigate, although we can't say that it is 100% successful. So we have drawn up templates that follow the law to guide those who are requisitioning the funds to ask for the funds in a certain format. These formats are in line with the Public Finance Management Act and regulations, and are also in line with other laws like the Income Tax Act, like I could say many others. But we have picked all the respective laws and put them in form of a template. And we tell our clients, please put your requisition in this form. Do you think they do that? It's a fight every single day.
To that, as if this was not enough, the same time, the Auditor General came out telling William Ruto to avoid this wastage expenditure, where you find that something that was not budgeted for, you find that they are concentrating towards expending more money than what was, of course, budgeted for. Now, when the Auditor General came out telling William Samoei Ruto this, it seems like they were not comfortable. They were not comfortable totally with what Auditor General was telling them. In other words, it is simple mathematics that you can see that these individuals are going for, or they are going after Auditor General after saying this.
Concentrated first on the reports of the control of budget, on how budget is implemented. Then down the river or down the road, we would not be having all these headlines that seem to indicate that this country is not developing or that this country is not getting out of wastage, corruption, and other misallocations of resources. I wouldn't say much, Your Excellency, now, but the issues we need to look at is pending bills, and I did emphasize on this in Nanyuki, that when we are talking of building the bottom up in terms of businesses, then we are also sabotaging the very same businesses by not paying for the supplies they've given government or the work that they've done for the government. The issue of lack of accountability for the resources is very critical. That every one of the people you have delegated to assist you in delivering on the mandate and on the needs of the Kenyan people must be accountable for what they're given. And if they're accountable, Your Excellency, then you're able and your team is able to build trust in your government. When we issue the reports that we do as constitutional commissions and independent offices, and it's all, if I may say, doom and gloom, then you lose, as a government, trust of the people, which is very, very important, because there's nowhere else that the counties or the country or the Kenyans will go to except to this country. We are here to support you. I want to reiterate again, we are your advisors, even as your CSs and PSs employ other advisors. They must know that we are the front line and we can guide them, we can discuss with them, we can consult with them.
Then do you believe that these people are going after these two women? One of them is Auditor General and one of them is the Budget Controller. Does it mean that these people are having mistakes or problem? I don't think if these people are having problem. These people are just trying to emulate a kind of discussion that now will portray these individuals, their bad picture before the public, so that they can remain squandering and misappropriating the public resources in the name of clearing the system. But them, they are the system whom are destroying, of course, they are destroying the economy. And by destroying the economy is that these people are misappropriating the public resources. Number two, these people, they don't have plan, they are clueless, and they are not having an idea of rescuing this crawling economy. But at the same time, we can argue that these individuals are clean. No one is clean, but it is visible. The tension these people are having is that they don't want these individuals in the offices because they believe there's certain mistakes that these individuals are understanding, and they do know that these people are going to expose them. But as they are coming out to kick them out from the offices, I believe, without any fear of contradiction here, that this is something that it is so evidential that even no matter what, we have already identified that these individuals are having secret or certain dark schemes behind the scene towards kicking them, because they are fearing that these people are going to expose them. So, kicking Auditor General out of the office, at the same time the budget controller in the Republic of Kenya from her office, is just simple kind of mischief and monkey play that we are seeing towards Kenya Kwanza government. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Do you see this kind of play as witch hunt, or they're cleaning the system? And if it is about cleaning the system, does it have that weight of removing these individuals from the office? Because it seems like they have agenda ya kutengeneza mambo, but in other words, they are having secret item, and also what they are purporting towards kicking these individuals from the office does not connect with the economy. Kenyans wants them to come out and correct the economy and also stabilize the economy. But them, they are diverting Kenyans' attention from real issue to other issues that are not concerning us. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think?